Imagine you've got this painting in front of you, right? It's as if Salvador Dali and Monet had a wild party, got fucked up, and decided to share a canvas. There's a meadow, but it's not your average run-of-the-mill meadow. This one's alive. You got sunlight dancing across the green field, twisting and turning, morphing into these creepy, gnarled shadows that look like ancient trees. It's a trick of the eye, kind of like those optical illusions that make you see faces where there aren't any. It's called pareidolia. In the dying kiss of the sun, laughter weaves a mosaic in the air. Hidden among those gnarly tree trunks is a gang of little bunnies. 5 bunnies: Clover, Buffalo, Willow, Cotton, Hopper, dancing the sunset's glow. Safe in their burrow, a womb in the earth, joy of fellowship abound. They're playing, just enjoying being little bunnies. They're safe and sound in their burrow, watched over by Sage, the not mom, but still very protective and wise, pregnant sibling. But Sage, she's got this feeling that something is off. Her fur prickles as she senses a change in the air. Cool as the undercurrent, she's got her eyes peeled, her ears perked up. Let's slide to the right side of the page, because this is a 2-page spread. As the tone in the image shifts on the right side, we've stepped into a bad trip, where the shadows groove and dance like a bebop nightmare. A dread-laden mood weaves its spell, linking our groovy bunnies into Velvet's dark symphony. Picture a typical suburban house, the kind you see in those wholesome family sitcoms. But here's the creepy part. Inside, there's this cat named Velvet. She's chilling out, watching a classic horror flick on the television. Oh man, this is not your regular cat. This kitty has a darkness in her eyes that would make Pennywise run for hills. Eyes shining in suburban twilight, darkness gleaming. She watches, plots, her mind a labyrinth of terror. We dive into her dread. Images around her, the shadows lurch, twist. A thread of fear spins, tying bunnies to the cat and innocence to the nightmare. The house, the TV, everything on this side is full of dancing, twisting shadows, like watching a racerhead. Suddenly, we notice the action on the left side. There's a dangerous note there. Clover and Hopper, innocents in the yard, they step into Velvet's nasty jam. And the vibes go dark, all warp and distortion, a trip into Velvet's shadowy underworld as the bunnies in the reflection of their eyes. Velvet's machinery of malevolence ignites upon seeing them. Bunnies transformed, warped in her wicked realm. Velvet holds the scepter and the blade, and this twisted wonderland is her stage. It is like they're Alice, and Velvet's got the guillotine. As you douse your lights, remember this tale. The big question is, will these bunnies find their sunrise, or will they become part of Velvet's gruesome horror show? I think we know the answer. So as you douse your lights, remember the beginnings of the story. You are brave enough to seek out those shadows and enjoy the horrifying ride. That's why we're here, to savor the shiver and savor the chills. Now the cool part about this book is that the story continues to twist and turn at every page. It's kind of like walking through this haunted house where every room has a different theme. And just when you think you figured it out, the story changes and pulls you deeper into a labyrinth, because it's not about painting one or two. There's a constant shift and a transformation, like watching a scene from different camera angles of a movie. Because the right side of one page, when you turn the page, is the perspective on the left side of the next page. So the previous page becomes transformed into a different perspective on the next page. I hope I did a decent job describing that to you. I tried to add as much detail as possible, and believe me, if you can see it, you'd just be blown away. It's like this nightmare and a dream all rolled into one, like a really great horror film. You have a meadow, turns into a nightmare. You have a cat that watches horror movies, and a bunny that steps into a trap that it didn't even see. Bunnies do not fare well in Velvet's world. Stay scared.